G'day YouTubers, how you doing? Mr. Backhand here, doing another video for you, checking out some emails. And I've got one here from Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland, I got your email and it looks like you're in a bit of strife, so let's see if we can help you out here. You don't mind me reading this out, as you've said here, so I'm going to read this out for the world to hear. Don't worry, Mr. Sutherland, most people who play badminton are in the same boat as you and your son, so don't panic. Anyway, you've said that I can read this out, so I'm going to do that. It says, can you do a YouTube video for us? Hi, Mr. Backhand. My name is Donald Sutherland. My son is Sam, and he's 15. G'day, Sam, how are you? And he loves badminton. We are from England. Please help if you can. His smash has no power and we don't understand it. And definitely has no backhand. The coaches won't teach backhands and say play round the head. But the world champions all have backhands. Why won't they teach it? Yeah, I got an answer for that. We have bought coaches for him and spent thousands on different rackets and gear. And we have done as they say, but it's getting to the point of giving up. He wants to play in club tournaments. We have watched your YouTube videos and hope you can help. We have asked coaches to help here, but to no avail. Yeah, but to no avail, that's what it reads. He does as they say, but still no joy. Sam has gone on to blog sites. You've mentioned a few blog sites here. I won't mention them here on YouTube, but I've been on the ones that you have mentioned here. And I understand, I've read some of the things that they say, and they're wrong. And YouTubed every video, but still no joy. We've come across you and hope you can help. Please help my son. Your advice will be appreciated. Kind regards, D. Sutherland. Okay, Donald, don't freak out. Got an answer for you. I saw your video and your son. And I can understand why coaches say play around the head. It's quite simply because they don't know how backhands are done. So, and coaches can't teach what they don't know. It's like anything. So, and to sort of say that they don't know would be sort of shooting themselves in the foot as a coach. So, of course, they're going to just run along and say that kind of thing. Sounds like you've gone down that track. Your son's 15. Now I'm 46, so do I have the same, because I'm bigger and stronger, will I have more power than Sam? Probably a little bit, but I've got guys who are 16, 17 years old and can hit as hard as I can. I've coached them, and yes, there is an answer for you. The coaches who have coached your son are probably incorrect and don't understand ratioed hitting. I've seen the video, and you, Sam, if you're watching this, don't worry, millions of others, Sam, are in the same boat as you, and they're just as confused as you guys. Quite simply, if your coaches cannot play a backhand for you, if they can't hit from back line to back line, then they don't know what they're doing. They're just flat out they're just fucking horseshitting you. They're absolutely just bullshitting you flat out. This thing is either the easiest thing to understand, or if you don't know ratios, it's gonna be it's gonna be a bitch. It's gonna drive you nuts, and it looks like that it's driving you nuts. And you've spent thousands of dollars, and you're on your way to giving up. So don't give up, Donald, for your boy, and for anyone else who's watching. But this video is mainly aimed at you. Sounds like you're at the end of your rope, so go and download the video. Go to MrBackhand.com and download the video on ratios. Your son is hitting at what's called 5-to-1, and he's using swing speed. 2, 4, 6, 8, and then it gets to 100. All right, and he's using what's called swing speed. He's not using what's called TRA ratios. You've got to go 6-to-1, 7-to-1, 8-to-1, 9-to-1, 10-to-1, and then after that, then you can change to a stiffer shaft. But if you don't understand what ratios mean, or you don't understand how they're achieved, then you're not going to you'll hit the shuttlecock and it will go half court or 3/4 court, but you won't reach back to back, especially if it goes behind you. What'll happen is that if it does go behind you onto your backhand side, you're just going to leave it. If you're not fit enough to go around the head, or you're not bendy enough to go around the head, you're just going to leave it. And of course, that's why most people just cannot play it. Coaches, if they're not teaching it, it's because they don't know it. And should they be coaches? Not really, no. They should, I think a lot of coaches, try to pretend as though, they've played, and they say, okay, well, we're going to get kids into playing badminton. That's great. But if you teach kids, it goes with anything, but if you teach kids the wrong way to do it the first time round, they're just going to keep doing that. They're going to keep practicing it because they trust you. And to a certain degree, they shouldn't trust you. I mean, what have you done to deserve their trust? So if you get it wrong and you come across as though you're all sort of, trustworthy and your information's incorrect, you're just sabotaging your kids. So it sounds like that your coaches have done exactly that, and they're just sabotaging Sam. I've seen from the vid that they have done that, and this is why you're on the verge of giving up. The coaches should have known, but this information of ratios, I mean, other people will call it different things, but it's probably the easiest way that I can explain it. And I explain it from a physics point of view. And the great thing about physics, Donald, is that it doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care if you're left-handed or right-handed, boy, girl, what age you are. It doesn't matter. Physics is physics. So if you watch the video, go to MrBackhand.com, download the video. All the answers are there, and Sam, your power will increase about 60%. It has to. It has no choice. So you're probably going to, your smashes are going to be much, much harder. But the more you understand the theory and the physics of ratios, the better off you're going to be. I teach people from all over the world, Mr. Sutherland, and they email me all the time. I'm getting more and more emails as people are finding out who I am and what I do. I train people from in the A grade, and people who want to play internationally, and people who are trying to understand how to hit this in the most efficient way possible. So I think that you've got to be careful when you use a coach as to whether or not they do actually know. If they don't know about ratios, flat out ask them. Say, do you know what ratios are? If they don't know what ratios are, you should start seeing red flags. But they'll say, oh, but we're coaches and we're affiliated to this. And it doesn't matter. It flat out doesn't matter. If you don't know, you don't know. I mean, you could be outside with a Ferrari in your car park and you still don't know. And that's not going to help Sam. Sam needs to understand how to hit this from a physics perspective in the most efficient way possible. So yeah, you've got here all the world champions hit backhands, and so why won't they teach it? Because they don't know how to do it. They can't teach what they don't know, Mr. Sutherland. It's that simple. I hit backhands all the time. I wouldn't say never, but I hardly go around the head. I'm too frickin' lazy. Not to say that I can't do it, and probably if I had to do it, I would. It's probably a better shot to play, but generally I can play crisp, clean, accurate backhands using ratios, and it's really, really simple to do. So you've already spent thousands of dollars on it. Mr. Sutherland, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you download the video and it's wrong, and you email me and you can prove to me that it's wrong, I'll send you your money back. So there's a money back guarantee for you. I can't do much better than that. So you've gone on to other YouTube videos. I've been on to others. I've seen them. They're not correct. Again, people want to come across as though they're coaches. If you don't know ratios, then shame on you to a certain degree. And you'll notice that people will talk about it, but they'll never show you. They won't actually show you that they can do it, or they'll sort of show the camera on, showing them hitting it, but they won't show you the distance that it travels. or the speed that it travels. So that's why most coaches just won't do it, because they're a little bit embarrassed to say, oh, well, we're going to try and pull this off, but it doesn't matter about your videography on YouTube. If you can't hit this from line to line, and you can't show me that you can hit this from line to line, you're full of it. You're flat out full of it. So the only thing, Sam and Mr. Sutherland, is that physics won't let you down. What's on the physics of MrBackhand.com is the actual answer of how to do this. I do it 100% of the time. If I'm fed 100 shuttles, I'll hit this 100 times cleanly and land it within inches of the back line. So, and I've got other videos of me doing it. Sometimes when I'm doing those videos, it's late at night, it's past 10 o'clock, and I've already played like 10 games, I'm tired. I'm Mr. Backhand, not Mr. Fitness, guys. But from Sam, if you watch the video on ratios, it will help you, and you'll be hitting differently for the rest of your life, and you'll play badminton differently for the rest of your life, and you'll win tournaments as well. So if you know what ratios are and you use them, and you understand the whole gambit. I mean, 1-to-1, we call 1-to-1 blocking. 5-to-1 is your swing speed, and then you go your 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-to-1, and then you'll be able to play really, really accurately too, because you're moving a whole lot, Sam. I could see in your video, and you're doing what's called activity without result. That's what a lot of engineers would call it. So that's where you're going to. So that's why they won't teach backhands, because they don't know it. We spent thousands on them and thousands on rackets and gear. Okay, fair enough. Rackets and gear. I'll be hitting somebody new, on the court, and I'll say, okay, just hit me some, hit it to my backhand, and I'll clear it or drive it or, smash it or do just whatever. And then I'll say, oh, is it the racket you're using? And then I'll say, okay, no worries, and I'll walk up and I'll switch rackets and I'll take whatever they've got. It doesn't matter what they've got, I'll just take whatever they've got. Some of them are pretty crappy rackets and others are, not bad. I don't even know what string tension they are, and I'll start hitting, and then they'll start, when they hit me, they're still shit. And my shots are still reaching the back line and crisp and clean. So it's not the racket. And then they're like, okay, we're convinced. It's definitely not the racket. It's definitely not the string. It's something you're doing. Sam, the reason why you haven't been able to do it is because you've got the gear. But the best gear you've got, Sam, is knowledge. You can't do without it. If I give you the best Voltrix, if I give you, like I've got about 16 Voltrix 2s in my bag, okay? I've got a whole bunch of glances, I've got a whole bunch of nanorays, I've got about 30 rackets just sitting in about 4 bags sitting over there. They're all strung above 30, and when they drop to below 31, I just cut the strings out with a pair of scissors and go again. If I gave you any one of those rackets, you couldn't do it. If I gave you any racket that you so wished in the world, if I said, here's $1 million, go out and pick a racket, go get strung to whatever string you want, whoever you want it strung to, whichever guy wants to string it, then you come back to me with hit shuttlecocks, I guarantee you can't do it. But if I gave you the shittiest racket, if let's say, I've still got an old Carbon X8, I love it, still, so those of you who remember Carbon X8s, they were brilliant, aluminium head, carbon shaft. So, and I could beat you with it, not because of the racket that I'm holding or the string tension that it is because I'm using ratios. Because I use ratios and I understand I'm playing with the whole gambit, I'm now controlling the shuttlecock. And because I'm controlling the shuttlecock, I'm now controlling the game, where you are just going to be running around just coping with what I give you. So, when you see world champions play, they are using the whole gambit, 1-to-1 all the way through to 10-to-1. And they know what that means. And because they know what it means, they're going to use it on you. So when your coaches send you out onto a badminton court, they're literally sending you out with no arsenal whatsoever. They're just saying, here's a racket, here's a little bit of information, right? They've got you involved in the sport, which is great. And then they say, right, now play a tournament. And then someone like me comes along and kills you. And of course you're like, I don't get it. I did everything the coach said. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, but, that guy's professional, or that guy's, well, hang on a second, no, you went out and got a coach, you've paid good money for these guys, and then you're still not getting the results that you've expected, and you've told the coach, look, I want this and this and this, and they're like, well, you know, badminton's, you know, different for everyone. No, it's not. No, it's bloody not. Most of these guys of top rank, you'll watch them on YouTube. The games are inspiring to watch. They're all hitting the same way. They're all using ratios. Every single one. So gone are the days when coaches say pronate, supinate, rotate. That, you know, those are buzzwords that they use without really understanding what ratios are. And no, ratios are not supinating and rotating and pronating. So Mr. Sutherland, the answer's there. MrBackhand.com. It's my video site. My company owns it. We own the video. We've got copyright on it. Go get it. Watch it. Understand it. If you watch it on a Monday, Sam, watch it with your son, Mr. Sutherland. That way, if he's not sure about what I'm explaining, then you can then stop the video and you can explain it to your son. But I can assure you that the video's in like a, it's not like X, Y, Z kind of equations, because if I do that, I'm just going to drive you insane. It's done in like a cartoon format, so you can really understand it. A 10-year-old child could understand it, and they do. So yeah, so you've got here no joy, no joy, no joy. And Sam's about to give up. And look, badminton's a great game. It's the second biggest sport in the world. I think it's probably up there next to soccer. But hitting this thing here will drive you insane if you don't understand what ratios are. So there you go, Mr. Sutherland. That's what you need to do. MrBackhand.com. Go download it. It costs you $150. If what's on the video is wrong, and you can prove that it's wrong, email me back at reachjazz@gmail.com. You've already got my email, but reachjazz@gmail.com, and say, hey, what's on the video is wrong. I'll give you your money back. I'll just get my office guy just to put it back on your credit card or PayPal or whatever. We'll find some way just to send it back to you. So can't do any better than that. But other than that, Mr. Sutherland, don't worry. Lots of parents write to me about their children, and they're just as frustrated. So hitting backhands and hitting big clears and hitting powerful smashes is really, really super easy. You just need to use ratios. If you don't know what they are, you're shit out of luck. You're just going to struggle for the rest of your life. And some people do, you know. So that will help you. So there you go. That's a, what do you call? It's a money back guarantee for you. I can't do any better than that for you, Mr. Sutherland. But yeah, if you go into all the blogs that your boy's going on, I know you've mentioned them all here. Look, bloggers and that, and people who get on will ask a lot of questions, and they'll say a lot of things. But and I've been on some of these blogs, and I've seen it. My office guys have been around on these blogs, and I've talked to different coaches around the world, and I'm just like, oh my god. You know, some of the guys, you know, some of the coaches would even talk about twitch fiber and things of that nature. It's not twitch fiber. Like, you know, when I hear that, I just think, you know, you've lost the plot. And I think that people, because they don't know what they're talking about, they just start saying things. And when you actually go up to them and question them and like hold them into a corner and say, hey, talk to me about this, they'll try and get out. They'll just try and leave the room, or they'll shut the door. They'll say, we don't want to talk to you, because they're trying to cover up their bullshit, basically. So that's, you know, this happens a lot with coaches and officials and people that pretend to know what they're doing. No, I've had enough of it, and I don't really care about these guys. So, but looks like you're at the end of your rope. So there you go. Go download the video. If you don't like it, give you your money back. That's the best I can do, and I guarantee you that you'll be on your way up from there. So yeah. All right. Well, that's it for another video. If you've got other videos, or you want me to answer a question for you, reach Jazz, REACH, Jazz, JAZZ @gmail.com. give me an email, talk to me. You can Facebook me if you want. You can comment on some of my videos. If you're just a troll or you're just gonna say shitty things on YouTube, my guy Tony's just gonna delete you. So don't even bother. But if you've got a genuine question and you're genuinely in trouble and you're not sure how it's done from anywhere in the world, wherever you are, and I do get you from everywhere, then just email me and then I will email you back. If you don't want me to stick you on YouTube, just go no YouTube on it and I won't stick you on YouTube. I'll respect you. But it's don't worry, Mr. Sutherland. You and millions of other parents and kids have the same problem. So there you go. The reason why they don't teach it, they don't know. Can't teach what you don't know. It's that simple. Alright, so I guess that's it for now. Anyway, this is Mr. Backhand saying, Donald Sutherland and Sam, who's 15, if I can do it, you guys can do it. Go download the vid and then get back to me. Money back guarantee, Mr. Sutherland. Alright, it's the best I can do. Alright, go and have a look at it and I'll catch you guys later.